What's that? Oh, you want to know more about my toilet? I thought you'd never ask. Let's go! Let's talk about toilets. We plan to live out of our camper for a long time, maybe up to a year, and one of the biggest logistical challenges is just disposing of our waste. Most big campers and RVs have a flushing toilet, which works just like your house toilet, except not quite as well. They require water to flush, and all the waste gets collected into a big tank that's called a black water tank. It's sewage. It stinks, and you have to buy and add chemicals to keep it from decomposing and stinking even worse, and then you have to dump it really regularly. Now, the wastewater from the sinks and showers, they go into a different tank called a gray water tank. It's not as gross because it doesn't contain sewage. It just has like food scraps and toothpaste, things like that, but it has to be dumped as well. Without having a job, one of the ways we're saving money is to boondock or dry camp as often as possible. So sites that have water hookups and sewer hookups, they cost enough to where you could spend more on those sites than you do on your mortgage. So we're looking for a better way to conserve. A composting toilet has two compartments, one that captures the liquids and one that captures the solids. The solids compartment is filled with peat moss or coconut husk shavings or sawdust, and it's agitated or covered with more of that medium to cover up your solid waste and prevent smell. Ideally, the solids will break down or compost after a little bit of time, so you either rarely or never have to change out that dry medium. But we're going to be traveling with 6 to maybe 8 people for a while, so we'll definitely have to change it every few days. The liquids would also have to be taken out and dumped every couple of days as well. Installing a composting toilet will help us to use much less water, dump a lot less frequently, boondock longer before dumping and refilling our water tanks, not smell, and save us a lot of money. We chose the Nature's Head composting toilet, which we got off Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below. It's not cheap, but it'll help us when traveling, and it's 100% reusable once we get onto a homestead. This toilet has several features that led us to buy this one. The first feature is that it has a really well-designed liquids diverter that helps the ladies not have to work quite so hard to separate liquids from solids. Second, it has a self-contained agitator to help that you can operate from the outside to help you agitate the dry medium. It has a tiny fan that helps circulate air and vent out any excess moisture to the outside. And it comes with a 1-gallon bottle for liquids that can easily be removed and dumped in a public toilet or anywhere that you might pee in the woods. The whole device is very, very sturdy. It's comfortable. I feel like it's very well engineered, well designed. We're very happy with it. Highly recommend it. Since we have a wastewater tank right below where we're installing the toilet, we decided to hack our toilet so we wouldn't have to change the liquids bottle out as frequently and just drain directly into the what was formerly known as the black water tank. For us, I guess it would be like a yellow water tank. There are a few videos I found online about how to do this and install valves and different things. I didn't like any of their solutions, so we came up with another one. First, we removed the old toilet and capped the black water tank with a 3-inch test plug. The toilet already latches and unlatches and drops right down on top of the bottle like clockwork, so I didn't see any reason to change that design. And we wanted to maintain the ability to empty the toilet without having to unattach any pipes or fittings. At the same time, we wanted a single straight shot from the toilet into the black water tank without interruption. So we did what we always do. We went to Lowe's and took out every PVC piece of brass, every vinyl fitting, and just started playing on the floor. In the end, we came up with a solution that we're very happy with. The Nature's Head comes with a nice bottle and a stand, but it comes off with 3 screws, so we took that right off. We used a 1-inch PVC cap, drilled a hole to screw in a brass fitting, caulked around the threads. Then we attached a 5/8-inch vinyl tube that will go through the floor and through the test plug, which permanently closes off the black water tank. To make the whole assembly stand up straight, we used a 1 1/4-inch coupler and a 1 1/4-inch pipe, and dry fit all this to a flange that was included with the toilet but was supposed to be used for an air vent. using this design, we could kind of keep all the precise watertight fittings independent of the structural and cosmetic fittings. We tested and tested to make sure the liquids always went in the right place, and then attached it to the floor. Now the toilet opens and closes for cleaning just like it did with the bottle system, and the PVC shroud hides all the tubing and fittings. But it's still flexible since we aren't gluing anything together. Separately, we did a lot of drilling and redirection to wire and vent the fan. The toilet comes with a long flexible vent tube, but I cut that down to just the length that we needed to get through the wall. Very satisfied with the results from that Nature's Head toilet. We were able to use it, I think, about 7 days with 6 of us without having to change it out. So that was I think that's a win. We're pretty pumped that it didn't ever really smell. Even when changing it out, there was really no significant smell to it, which I was very surprised by. I thought I would kind of focus all the gross stuff into one day and dumping it, but after a solid week and 6 people, I probably could have gone a few more days. I thought I'd only get 2 or 3 days out of it, but I ended up getting a week, and I think that's probably going to be about the pace that we'll end up using it. It's very likely we'll even be able to stretch it out further, because our plan is to pretty much only be at the camper overnight and then be out around town during the day. So that could cut down maybe 50% of the amount of waste that we put in it. Overall, thumbs up. I would do 2 thumbs up, but I'm holding the selfie stick. Really happy with the Nature's Head composting toilet. Check the description for a link to where you can purchase that off of Amazon. I hope to do more videos like this where we go through some of the projects that we've worked on for the camper and eventually on the land. If you're interested in this type of content, go ahead and push the subscribe button below and hit the little bell. You'll get notified when a new video comes online. Don't forget to check out our blog, deeprootsfamily.com. Thanks for watching. What's a composting toilet? It's like a regular toilet, but it doesn't use any water. Why's all that water in there? Well, that was just a test. I mean, you're still going to put some liquids in it, but mostly the solids are going to go in here, and the liquids are going to go down there. That's YouTube gold right there.